All right, and welcome to another exciting episode of Minetest gameplay of sorts. Yeah. Uh-huh. And we're out at the real world. We're going to take a look at the mall and the, what did I call it? Hotel. Yep. And hopefully everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was yesterday, so obviously no video yesterday. But first, let's take a look at the, we got a photo. And of course, I don't know how to switch correctly. There we go. And Jason, Tech Rancher, is sent in this cool looking cabin out in the wilderness. I like that. That is neat. A picture of a small cabin in the mountains with a couple trees. Actually, in real life, I would love to do something like that. Have an elevated, those you see on, you used to be able to see on the old Learning Channel, TLC and Discovery. They would have different houses that were in weird locations and very not normal locations, and people would live in there. Dangerous places, stuff like that. So we are going to go down. I fed the cat. There he is right there. Kitty, kitty. That's his name. So, let's go down. I could just fly there. But that would, that wouldn't be realism. But then again, who cares? So, I've been doing a lot of work on the modern world. I'm going to run. And we got a little bit of lag. And there you go. Look at that thing. It is cool. So, you're out getting your car repaired. You walk over to the mall. And it's not done yet. And this is an idea that I'm working on, which I will discuss. But you come up, and the parking lot lines are not in yet. But we got this cool. It's supposed to be a medieval castle take, but in modern times. And as you can see, it's nestled on the outskirts of our city. So we come in here, we got this fake, gate. I'm still thinking about doing it, taking wood similar to this to create a mock drawbridge, which actually comes out into the parking lot a little bit, because I only have to go 3, so it'd come out maybe about here of wood. So that'll look. You walk in here and you got this grand entrance, and I enclosed the roof in glass, even though these side windows are open, which we will see. So this is the first floor, and what I want to start doing is I want to put the design. So over here is stairwell to get up for realism. Over here is the elevators. This is the hotel office, the restaurant, and a bunch of other shops that are not in yet. But and then inside here also is like a mechanical room back here and such. So you're going to be able to come in here, and when this is all decked out, rent a hotel room. The hotel rooms, I went 3 stories total, because I think that looked the best. And down in here, I'm not quite sure, but I want to obviously start in the center. I widened this whole area by 4, 2 on each side. So in here, there's going to be some planters, and there's going to be 2 water features. So you're going to have a small fountain here and down at the other end. And then right smack dab in the middle is going to be a tree, a 3-story high tree. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. right about here, I'll be more precise about that. Right there is going to be a huge tree, and there's going to be vegetation coming down all over the place. But let's take a look at what I've been doing. So, most notably on the first floor is the restaurant. And we come in here. I'm not sure if I'm going to do these windows in stained glass to add privacy, but then it won't match the others. But then it doesn't matter. This was an idea that was being worked on that no longer is needed because that's going to be the rental office. And I'm going to fit the kitchen in here. So there's going to be a bar and kitchen right here. And then over here is more dining. And then you have the patio. And I kept the patio the same as the other balconies, which I'll show off in a second here. So you get this gorgeous view of the bridge and the train trestle and the water and the snow. And how that looks from the bridge is pretty impressive. Very cool. So I'm still working on ideas to sprucing up like these walls, maybe put a kind of design in there, upside down stairs or something of that nature. But I'm not sure of what I'm going to use for, oh, I hit that right perfect. You know, you got something like that where that's not what I wanted to do. What did I hit? Oh, it would help if I was on the right block. So, you know, you have these kind of lines going up. And they break up the monotony. Because there's not going to be any windows in these. That should have went. Okay. That looks pretty cool. And it's just a way of, you know, just breaking up monotony. So, and that doesn't screw up anything on the inside. However, if I want to change the color of these walls now with my special blocks, I'm kind of limited. But then again, I'm not going to be doing all the rooms. So that's an idea. And that was equal with, so it's one up. So that would come here. See right there, it looks a lot better. Nice. And I didn't want to do, I only want to do 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Some of these are not centered. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll take a look at how that looks. But that is the idea to make. I like that. I'm going to follow that all the way through. And basically what I did is I copied these by setting this little piece here, and then it came down and did this one, which enclosed the entire patio. And using World Edit, I just copied them all the way across. This was 6 spaces, and it put them perfectly. So that's how you can really make good use of time with World Edit. And it's not cheating because I'm going after an overall appearance rather than to build this in survival. I'd like to see somebody do that. You'd need a heck of a lot. Well, first of all, there's no in any material because there's nothing here. I don't have any recipes for my tan blocks here. But this is going to be the outside area. There's going to be some seating, but it's mostly for people to come out here and enjoy the surrounding. And I did nothing to this area over here. The only thing that I did was build up the build up this side here because it was all, if you go back a couple videos, any video where I showed that when working on the service station, these were all just, it was just sheer cliff. So, silver. So it works. Oh, it's really cool when it starts to go dark. I'm thinking about taking off this and putting some lanterns. But yeah, that is how that works. So there is the restaurant. And you've seen all, you see all the restaurants in the skyscrapers and everything else. And basically it's just going to be different colored tables. I'm going to go with wood on this one. And that will take care of that. And then like make this solid because this will be the main entrance coming in. So this place takes on a whole different character at night. But it's going to look really cool when I get all the vegetation in and decide to get the rings down. And I just have to work on the spacing. Like we're going to have a planter that's going to come down and it's going to morph into the water feature here. And it's going to be similar to the park. So what I mean by that is we come down here. This is our center. So I can come out 2 blocks, let's say. Oh, these are cool. These are just gates. Come back out here. And this is going to be, I'm not sure if I might put a garden back out here with a seating area. That'll work. That will work. These are just iron gates. So you're going to come in, and I think this is a good, well, that's only 2, and that's 3. What did I do wrong? 1 there. And that would have to go here. And then I'm going to use the slanted blocks. So if you come into your circular saw, if you have that mod, and then get that. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Wait. Seems like I got a cold coming on. But basically, we are going to put, so these blocks here, they're gonna go here. And it's cool just to use this stuff to mock it up. I'm gonna go here, and then this will be a water feature. I have to see how much. Oh, while we're here, might as well. Just to see how. And this stuff takes the longest. So you can see, you come in and you got this. It's kind of not, who cares? But on the sides here, that was brilliant. So it'll keep going and connect like so the water feature will end, but then you'll have a planter. And then you'll have a space to walk through, and then you have the big one. The big planter with the tree. I think that will be cool. So let's go take a look at the rest of this place. But that's the idea. So there's a lot of walking room. There's going to be a lot of, and I haven't chosen the material yet for this planter. So there. So let us go back over here. On this side, we have stairs. So here's the restrooms. They're not furnished yet. And then we have the stairs. These stairs are from the industrial bridge, but you can also do the same thing with the banisters, which make a real good, like this stairwell. Come up here. This goes out to the second floor. All these, I've carried the theme of the wood all the way through. And it's got a cool look. Yeah. So how's everybody doing on this Black Friday? I hate, working in retail because I was, got lights up here. Ooh. I'm thinking about putting in a stairwell to the roof on the other side. This works. we come out to the third floor, and I've tried to keep the theme going. Like, these are just roof panels that hide the, that's not right. These are roof panels that, oh, it was reverse. That just hide the roof and create the illusion that it's all wood. And it's really something. You come over here, you got this gorgeous view. Let's go back to daytime. You got the gorgeous view of the gas station and the speed shop. Ooh. And then you have the mall. And a lot of malls do have this, especially in Illinois. Well, not this big, but they'll have the huge glass roofs. And I've always loved that. So as you can see, the water feature, this is going to, once I get the interior figured out, that's going to be really cool. And you'll see on the patios, this grate is, I think this is from Home Decor, but this grate, which makes excellent railings, it's in the center. And how I got that to go on the edge are these kind of blocks off of my other material. Because when you do something like that, you can put, let's see, well, that, when you come over here, oh, well, I'll show it on there, but you'll see. So this gives the center, and I could have put the little extension on there and to move these out, but I like it like this. So this is the third floor. On the other side, this is just a general office. That's a cool office to have, by the way. We got the office over here, and we have the elevators. So I've hidden the elevator motors and everything behind just regular cut panels, and did that. We'll take a ride on the elevators in a minute. But these elevators go all the way up, and then stairs on the other side. Go. And here's one of the first rooms. You come in. The other room I have already decked out. This is because of the elevators. But this is where the washroom would be. So we go 1, 2, 1, 2. And we can cordon off part of the room. There we go. And this is going to be your master bathroom. And then the bed can go here. See, I kind of made that a little bit too. 1, 2. This will take a bath. It doesn't matter. So it's a small bed. And the bed will go here. And then you have like a living area and desk area. 1, 2, 1, 2. And there's going to be a fake ceiling put in to cover all this up. So you will not see that. So if you take, the wood paneling or something. Cool. And if you come out here, you can see that little extension block, and that allows this to sit on the end. Like it's flush with the side. And I love doing that. And I just created some custom posts. These are all pieces from the circular saw. And you can come out here and you can see the gorgeous views and the restaurant. I'm not sure if I'm going to put the pergola roof over that with the vegetation. I'm going to have to play with that. It's going to be the My Deck parts that go out there, or I might just follow the theme of the color theme, because there's going to be vegetation on top of here. So these, you don't have to look at that. It'll make it more interesting. So we'll go out to some of the other rooms, because I don't want to make this a 45-minute video on just me walking around. Then we'll show the updates. And there's going to be pictures and a flower. There's going to be some like potted plants and stuff like that to fill in this to make it real, to make it look really good. All the rooms have what do you call it? Balconies. Except this last room. These last rooms are the ones that, these are going to be the cool rooms. These have the corner balconies. So they get the back area here, and then they get the side area. This one's kind of covered by trees. But still, you get this great, gorgeous view of the outdoors. Look at that view. And I think these rooms aren't bigger per se. But that's cool. And then we have elevators on both sides. And I kind of don't like the way. It looks all right. If I want to put I might put some potted plants there. I just have to take off these side panels for my elevator. Now, this room over here, I think, yeah, this one has the bathroom layout because this one will be furnished. And you come out here, and this one looks over at the city area, which some might find even that more cooler. It didn't load in because. So you still get this spruced up or forest area back here, which obviously I'll clean up a little bit. And you still get the full patio. And you get to overlook all the actual city that's going on. And unfortunately, there's going to be another building here. So you kind of look at the building. So this room will be a little bit less than the other rooms. And there's going to be, there's going to be a bed and then a little seating area and living room area with a TV. That's how that works. So how's everybody doing? I asked that before, but I never finished my thought because that's what I'm used to doing. It is a balmy 38 degrees. We had high wind warnings and everything else going on in Chicago area. Look at that, you can see the sun. And it's pretty mild today. And when what I was getting to with the Black Friday events and stuff like that, I used to work I was IT for Circuit City, northern Chicago division. And we used to have to be at our sites at 3:00 in the morning on Black Friday because the store would open at 4. So we had to make sure all the servers were up and running and all the point of sale system was operating. Anything in the store that, needed to be running, we had to make sure it was running because all the backups on the store would download their backups to Richmond, Virginia, the main servers. They would do it around 3:30. So occasionally these old ancient mainframes that we had in every store on the old stores, the newer stores had Magellan, HP systems, and then the last stores before we closed the doors had IBM SurePOS systems with servers running SUSE Enterprise Server Edition. Cool. Say that 3 times fast. And those servers were cool. And so there occasionally we carried extra. It was called a DPS system, and the main box was called a CC130, and that was invented by Circuit City. They owned a company called Patapsco Designs, and it was a Motorola processor, RISC chip. And these things just chugged away, and we had these boards that we had to carry on our vans. We had the main CPU board and another office, just like the one below, and the terminal boards. And each terminal held 16 point of sale terminals. And let me tell you, these things were fun to maintain. So this is a look at this, but we had to be there to support the Black Friday sales. And we used to have like Rihanna CDs, 25 cents off. And then, you're getting a hell of a deal here and all that nonsense. And it was just a pain. And that's why for the rest of my life, I will never, ever, ever participate in anything dealing with Black Friday. I mean, we would walk in and there would be people peeing on the side of the building, because they were there all night just to get that 25 cents off of a Rihanna CD or a TV that was last year's model, but it was, doorbuster deals. It only had like 3 inputs on it. So there. In my opinion, most of the Black Friday deals at the brick and mortar stores, they're non-deals. You know, they're not losing any money. The one thing you have to realize about retail is if you see something on sale, unless they're really trying to clearance it and get rid of it, they're making a profit off of it. There is no, there used to be Men's Warehouse where 2-for-1 suits. We have a sale. We're getting, buy one suit, get the second suit free. Oh, I'm getting a heck of a deal. No, you're not. There's even with giving you a free suit, they're still making a profit off of that. And they should be. But you have to realize that when you go back and you pay full price. How's that work? So we come in the elevators here. You have to close doors. You have to close the doors. Go down to the first floor. I absolutely love those elevators. I'm not too fond of the graphics on them, but I understand them, and they're cool. So that is going to be the look over here. And it looks kind of weird because it's not fully played out. So depending on how many I want to go down, and then I'll just mimic this over there. Oh, I had a frog in my throat. Nice. And that'll fill up this area here and make it look, especially with the green. And that's why I chose the green windows, because the green makes it look really, really cool, man. And I was toying with the idea of putting a brace across here, but it just, I could not make it look good. So that is going to be this. On the other thing, one thing that's really cool is Jason was working on a way of incorporating, I just had no time to respond to some of the emails yet, but the PK arcs, and he was able to use get it to go in with the circular saw. And I have to see more on how he did that. But one of the ideas that I have for a mod is that there are certain, let me see. There are certain, this one here, this is the home decor. I need some space, man. Get rid of that. And let's get some dye, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull this off, because I have everything screwed up. So we have this chair here, and it's white, and we can throw dye at it and change the colors. And if you could do that, that looks kind of cool. I've always liked that. That's a more modern chair. That's cool there. You can sit in it. Nice. But why can't there be, and I don't know if somebody's already tried this, but let's say I have a block, and there are certain nodes that you can colorize. I believe rock is one of them. The stone. Do this, and let's do default stone. And I always have a problem looking at it, but this is one of the ideas that I lay awake at night dreaming about. No, it's not. But I did come up with a couple of these ideas. I shut everything down, and I would go, I should have tried this. Look at that. It just keeps going. Yep, it'll keep going. So there's certain nodes that you can colorize like that. So why can't you take, it would have to be a generic node, I guess. But why can't you take a generic node and let's say I want to turn this one into stone, and then you'd go, bam, and it would turn into stone. Or I could pick brick and it can turn into that. That's the kind of mod that I would like to create, is that you could take a generic node and then you can change it, or you could change this PK arc, this simple arc, into, I want stone. Well, it already comes in stone, but I want marble, which the mod doesn't come in marble. There's only, I think, if I type arc, we have my brick, aspen wood. There's a lot of stuff here. I'm not, silver. That's a cool one. Silver sandstone, but I've changed the texture on that one. So we have all the basic one. We have the woods, and this would work in a lot of situations. But let's say I wanted to build, like in California, they have those older style bungalow houses, and you'll see an arc in there. So why can't I take white baked clay and have a white baked clay arch? So my doorway, you would have a doorway that would, have an archway, like leading to another room. You'd have that archway there, but in matching in that material. And that's one thing that I would like to try to do, or see if Nathan or Too Many Nodes or even Jason might be able to figure that out, because the only thing I don't like is how thin that is. But it'll look cool once it's populated. Just the, what do you call it? Just to be able to take any material. I'm going to use those. That looks cool. The more and more I think about it. And that's nothing to say that, the one I normally would use would be either mine or, what is that, green chair? I don't like those chairs. I don't know why. Of that, they have two. Mom and Pop has two different styles, and to show that off, go back to the other, because my Mom and Pop's is mangled a little bit. Oh, actually, that one's kind of cool, except it has the feet, which that looks cool with the feet. The feet. So there's a lot of little, this is gonna, you know what? You see, this is the cool part about doing stuff like this. And we're coming up to 32 minutes, so we're gonna end this real quickly here, but I'm gonna show you an idea. So some of the seating around here, I could either use park benches, or I could use that. I'm definitely gonna use that color combination with that, because I think it fits in here perfectly. So let's go take a look at, the elevator. Here's going to be a mechanical room back here, because it's a space that I don't really have much to do with. And here's the elevators that go up to the rooms over there. So that's the mall and hotel and the rooms. You come out here, and this is an idea that I'm not sure if I'm going to work with. I wanted to put turrets on each side. Turrets, whatever, the castle thing, the thingamabobbers. So my idea was that part there, that's the corner, the actual corner of the building, and this is 3. So there's 1, 2, 3 to there. You come up with a castle turret, maybe a couple more blocks high on each side, one on each side, to give it that castle appearance. I'm not really fond of this roof that much, but it works. And the only thing is that I would bring the turret down, and it would meld into, or it can go all the way down if I wanted, but then you'd lose this definition over here. So this would come down and angle blocked into this part here, and then it comes up, and put windows in, and a small, I could either do the crown on the top, like that, which that's kind of cool, or a peaked roof like a circular roof on there. So I'm not really sure. I'm going to have to play with that to see how that's going to look. I don't really want to, it looks too big though, in comparison with everything else. And that's the problem that I'm struggling with right now. Or if I just take it off, obviously it's just going to look like this, and that'll still be the same. So it does give a castle effect. It does give a sort of medieval, a sort of play on like an Italian villa style or a Spanish villa. This is an overview of it. Those corner balconies look really, really cool. And there you go. That's that. I just flew through the building. The more and more I look at this, I don't think this is going to be a good idea. I think it's gonna clash, even if I make it there. So we will have to see. So that's going to do it. I've yammered on enough. And then in the next video, I'm going to have more done on that and try breaking ground on maybe a house across here or another building for the downtown area. It would look really, really rad, man. Really cool. All the kids are going, what's rad? Yeah. That cat is stuck there. Come on, kitty, kitty, you can do it. You can do it. I can't. All right, so that's going to do it. I just flew out of my house. That chair would look cool here. Yes, it would, even with that. So I'm going to play with that. So I'm going to go back. I have to put a Christmas tree up, or whatever, people, whatever you do in your neck of the woods, Christmas tree or Hanukkah or whatever you practice, or I just do it for my daughter. She likes the tree. They're going to decorate it. I just have to do the manly work, the grunt work, and put it up. So go from there. Nice. I love this area. This is becoming one of my favorite houses. So thank you very much for joining. And we will pick this up again next week. So hopefully everybody had a fantastic Thanksgiving and aren't too overstuffed. For breakfast this morning, I had leftover cheesecake. Yes, I did. Because I have no dietary sense whatsoever. And go from there. Thanks for joining. Until next time, I will leave you with the bird that just flew past me into my house. There's a bird in my house. The cat will go get it. The fireplace. Goodbye. Oh, look at the deer. Does the deer have any dough? Certainly. $2. Yeah.